What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the La Liga Career Mode. It's episode number 24 today, beginning a brand new season as our fourth year at the Powerhouse Stadium gets underway. We're defending our Copa del Rey. We're starting off with a budget of £148 million. That's about what I expected after getting just over 100 mil last season. Moving on up. Yep, welcome back. Season 4, obviously last season, bottling the title for the second year in a row was painful, but we only finished behind Barca on the head-to-head record, so best finish in history for Almeria. And heading into the new season, trying to defend our Copa del Rey this year. Listen, third time's the charm, right? We've got to go for La Liga this year. Last season, I said we don't need to win it, but we need to be in a title race and guarantee top 4. We did that. We did that. But this year, we can't miss out on it again. Back-to-back bottles, we can't miss out on it again. By the way, the World Cup's going on right now. We've got 6 representatives, 5 with Spain, Deulofeu, Vega, Martinez, Gutierrez, and Camelo. And Timber is away with the Netherlands right now. I'll keep you posted on who wins that. But yeah, heading into the new season, look at our team. Several loan players coming back. Obviously, we know that Sergio Rico has left. Pumal has gone to Ajax as well. The team as a whole is just sublime now. We are 4.5 star, but it feels like we're more like a 5-star team. I don't know why we're not 5-star yet, because with the players we got, Miranda's had a potential downgrade, to be fair. I don't mind that, as we didn't play him as much last season. It feels like we're a 5-star team. I know we're officially a 4.5-star team, but in my opinion, we're a 5-star team masquerading around in a 4.5-star team's shell. So yeah, it's a really good team. But I would say last season, after being the lowest scorers in the top 4, Deulofeu is now starting to get downgraded as well, which is ridiculous after winning Player of the Year back-to-back and Golden Boot back-to-back. I would say, personally, with the money we've got, we should look at possibly saying to Gerrard, it's time for you to be a 6-man now, coming off the bench in your declining years, and look for a new striker or a new star on that left-hand side. With 4 youth players, their deals are coming at the end of the year, all returning from loan. Going to give them all new contracts and then add them straight back to the loan list as they all extend their stay here. Forgot to say, by the way, but one of our youth players to be promoted from last season, Oriana, has gone out on loan as well. So let me just real quickly find those youth players and see if there are potential upgrades. Ahmed is exciting prospect. Ibrahim is still on that loan list. Al Arabi has lost his potential, unfortunately, but he might regain it with another loan spell. We must try and loan Guedes out again. Actually, I might sell him, to be fair, now 24 years old. Gomez shows great potential. And where's Said? Where's Said? Where is he? There he is. Oh, he's still got the potential to be special. No potential downgrade after 2 years in the Netherlands. We'll try and loan him out. But with the money we've got and the team we've got, I said for this season, we want to score more goals. We were the lowest scorers in the top 4, which means that with Deulofeu, I'm thinking maybe moving to the left-hand side as an inside forward, or bring in an inside forward on the left. And if I'm being totally honest here, guys, I know who I want to bring in. I have seen him recommended in the comments, and listen, man, I've never used him before. Never used him before, but I'd love to give him a go for the first time ever. You know who it's going to be. Former Almeria striker Darwin Nunez, moving on to Benfica, to Liverpool, and now to Bayer Leverkusen. Last year, they finished 4th in the Bundesliga. And Darwin Nunez, ex-Almeria forward, I've never had him before, despite how good he is. I would love to give him a go for the first time ever. We got the cash. He's pure chaos, is why I love him. Darwin Nunez, let's bring him in. Yep, ex-Almeria forward before moving on to Benfica. He's just such a... I love him. As a character, I absolutely love him. He's great for the Premier League. He's so feisty. He's so fiery. I really love him. He plays so much passion and aggression. He really is just pure chaos. And, well, it is going to cost most of our money to bring him in, but I don't think we have to pay all of that. I'm going to hardball Leverkusen here. It's day 2 of the transfer window, so plenty of time to work with here and try and get them down. But Xabi Alonso is like, come on, man, this guy is a weldy of a strike. So if you want to pay him, you got to pay for your nose. Maybe not. 80 million club record transfer. And we're bringing him back to Almeria for his second stint. He wanted to take a massive pay cut, but of course, it wasn't realistic. But to return to Almeria on a 5-year contract on 100 grand a week, it makes him the highest earner and a club record transfer fee for the Uruguayan superstar that spent a year here many years ago before moving on to Benfica and enter Liverpool, and as we've seen in the save, Almeria, but he's back with the Spaniards, and I am buzzing to use him for the first time ever. Never used him before, and so excited to give him a go. I said we need to score more goals. I said we need more firepower. This guy is the definition of fiery and feisty. Welcome back to Andalusia, Darwin Nunez. I'm so excited, mate. I really can't wait. And he's literally the perfect fit for us as well. High work rates, physical, strong, great stamina, rapid, aggressive, technically sublime. And again, he can play on that left-hand side if we want to play him there as an inside forward, or we can use him as a striker. Really, the choice is yours. So it's my choice. I probably will have him as a striker, to be fair. But yeah, Darwin Nunez is in. I don't know whether I'll take that number 9 off him and give it back to Delafay, because I don't like to change squad numbers or take away squad numbers of players that are still mine. But we'll see. He's holding number 9 for now. We'll see if he keeps it. So yeah, for the team, I think what I'm going to do is pop Delafeu on that left-hand side where Ramazani is right now. Change him to LW, and that'll actually give him a +3 as opposed to a +2 as a CF. So that shows you there. He's actually, that's just a quick tip for those who don't play CM very often. If you move a player to a certain position, you see there the plus or the minus. That shows you sort of how good they would be in that role for the most part. So Delafeu is +3 as an LW, but he's +2 as a CF. That means he's more suited to the left-hand side anyway. And what I'll do is I'll drop Ramazani to the bench, have Nunez starting, and he can come off the bench as an inside forward now with rapid pace in late game situations. I love it. I love it. And again, Nunez, to be fair, as you see there, he looks more like a CF than an LW or ST naturally. So that, to me, is a perfect fit. And so with our budget now down to just over 60 million, we do have 2 transfer bids here. And oh, that's tough. That's really tough. But we finished above 300 last year and far cleared them too. We don't have to do everything with 100% realism either. I know he is a Real Madrid Academy grad, but wait, is it Gutierrez or Martinez? Just the Academy grad. I think it's Gutierrez. But no, he's mine. I've only had him for a year, and I'm keeping him. And Napoli want to take our new backup goalkeeper. Oh, I'm going to need a new backup goalkeeper, aren't I? Going to need a new backup goalkeeper now if I loan out Ibrahim, because otherwise we'll only have the one in Yulin. That's where I might spend the 60 mil, a backup goalkeeper. And we're just going to wait for offers to come in from our players naturally. No bids as of yet until then for a couple of my backups. We've got a loan offer for Bryce Gomez. Las Palmas want to take him. I really like that. 2 good years in the second tier now. A chance to play La Liga football. But Spurs want to take Said as Angie comes calling for the Algerian wonder kid, but it's an absolute no. Postecoglou. He's staying. You know him on loan, you're not taking him permanently. And Marseille want to take Pozo. I did say I'm not against selling him, to be fair. It's not getting any better. I'm not too sure about that. There's another bid for Pozo as well, as Wolves want to take Mahmoud Ahmed on loan. Totally fine with that. Who wants Pozo this time then? It is Hoffenheim. Well, I said I wasn't going to stand in his way if he wants to go. He hasn't requested a transfer, but this is the thing. We don't need to sell him. And as a backup right back, he does the job. If I could squeeze out quite a bit of money from either Hoffenheim or Marseille, let's say 14 to 15 mil, I would take that. But this is the thing. Like sometimes you don't have to sell a player, even if a bid comes in. You know, it's not like you have to sell. You know, it's not like you have to negotiate. It's your choice. I won't go any lower than 14. I'll take 14 for it, to be fair. It's a solid backup right back, but 14 mil? Okay, that's a no then. This is the thing, like, and I said this before, like when a player requests a transfer, you don't have to sell if you don't want to. It's still technically your choice. So if we can't get any more than 14 mil, then I'm not going to sell him. I don't need to, so I'm not going to. Hey, look at that. We just loaned him to AZ Alkmaar. And do you know what? I love this, man. I know it's a complete coincidence, and I know it's not coded into the game or anything, but I love it when a player has just had a loan spell somewhere, and in a club from that division either want to take them on loan or take them permanently, or the same player they were on loan with, even better. You know, it's just it's a nice realistic touch. You know, Said would have learnt Dutch whilst he was out at PSV, at AZ Alkmaar, knows the Eredivisie well, 2 years playing there, and now he can go to PSV Eindhoven on loan. Oh, but that's tough because I wouldn't mind keeping him in the division as well, because then we could check his stats. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to say dealer's choice. I'm going to give it to Said and say you can go where you want, mate. Bryce Gomez is going to stay in La Liga and join Las Palmas. But for Said, the man who's so good they named him twice, I'll let him decide for himself. Another loan spell in the Eredivisie. Another 2 years there, or he can stay within Spain and La Liga and join Real Betis. He was fine with me. And just before we see the conclusions of those loan deals go through, I'm going to bring in a new backup goalkeeper. And I was so tempted to bring him in, but I can't do it. Girona were relegated last season, so it would actually make sense. But listen, man, he's one of the biggest legends on this channel. Paulo Gazzaniga, one of the biggest legends in Docks history. It would make sense out of contract coming the end of the season, relegated Girona, but I said this year I'm making a conscious effort to use players I've not used before or barely used before. I've used Gazzaniga enough times now. I think I can leave him alone, as hard as that is. He's such an attractive man. If you've been on my channel for a while, you'll get the joke, don't worry. But I'm going to go after another goalkeeper who was relegated last year, Rui Guterres, young Portuguese shot stopper, relegated with local rivals Granada. I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to sign the kid. A $5.25 million transfer fee and in on a 5-year contract, swapping Granada for Almeria as he stays within Andalusia, but returns to La Liga. A new backup goalkeeper to replace Sergio Rico and a decent young talent as well, to be fair. Welcome to the Power Horse Stadium, Rui Guterres. I like the look of him as well, showing great potential. 18 years old means we signed him young enough for him to technically become homegrown after 3 years here as well. And his stats are solid, 77 kicking. You know we love that with the footwork play style as well. Important for us being a side that play out from the back. But yeah, he looks pretty solid to me. Do need to get the diving up. That's the lowest stat right now. But other than that, This is a decent young talent here coming in to be an understudy for Eulen. I like this signing a lot. And yeah, I know one thing I haven't really been doing as much in this save, which normally is really important to me, is changing my youth players' appearances. It's annoying, but now in FC, for some strange reason, I don't know if you guys are the same as me as well, but for some strange reason, players, they always wear default EA boots now. They don't wear sponsored boots anymore. I don't know why. It used to be randomized and they'd wear random branded boots, but now they only ever wear these chunny little EA boots. The generic ones just look absolutely trash. But I don't know if you guys are the same as me, but like when I've got a player, based on what boots they're wearing, based on what colour boots they're wearing, so say the boots they're wearing, I'll give them the same colour but branded. So for example, Guterres is wearing pink, and I actually quite like him in the Nikes, to be fair. So we'll keep him in pink boots, but they'll now be branded. But yeah, granted, it's not something I've done much of this season, but I really should make more of an effort to it. It just helps with the realism and makes your youth players stand out a bit more, you know. We see a couple more bids coming in here. Spurs now want to take Miguel Gutierrez, which, you know what, I'm going to block the offers here. I've only had him for 1 year, and no, we're Copa del Rey champions. We are back in the Champions League. We're going for the title. No, I'm keeping him there. But 2 more loan deals. Marciano is wanted by Cadiz on loan. That's interesting. Wouldn't be against selling him. There's no point in loaning him out. And Ajax want to take Al Arabi as well, the young Saudi Arabian playmaker. I like that move. I like that move a lot. I'm happy to let him go to Amsterdam now. And now Girona also want to take Al Arabi. Also totally fine with me. Second division side, so he'd do quite well there, I think. As we see Ahmed wanted by... Oh, these are the 2 loans we just agreed there. So, yeah, totally fine to Twitty. Negotiate these splits here. This does take a while to do, but worth it, you know, worth it. Loaning out players is... I know it sounds really weird, but it's one of my favourite things to do in a summer window. You know, get those young players out on loan somewhere. Choose where you want them to go. It's just quite fun for me, you know. And so as we see Ibrahim go out on loan, he's the lowest rated of all of our youth players by quite some distance. So he's got a long way to go. I don't know if he's going to make it, to be honest, but hopefully he'll have an overall spike out there. We do say 2 bids here. Very interesting indeed. Man City want to buy back Arnau Martinez after just 1 year. And again, I'm going to say no. I know they're a global powerhouse, but you literally just sold him to us a year ago. So, no, I'm going to keep him here as our starting right back and block the offers, just like we do with Gutierrez. And who was our bid for? Oh, yeah, this is an interesting one. Bilbao putting in a bid for Sergio Camelo. I don't know if he is Basque. He is Spanish, of course, but listen, we want to sign star new players. We don't want to sell our star players. We're keeping Camelo here. And as we see another loan deal go through, Bryce Gomez is off to Las Palmas for a couple of years, so we'll keep an eye on him there in La Liga. Again, it's always nice to loan players out to a club playing the same division as you, because you can then check their individual stats as well in that league competition too. It's just a nice little bonus, if you will. We just saw Said rejected the move to PSV, so it looks as though he's going to go to Real Betis instead, as we do see Girona and Ajax both agree to take Al-Arbi on loan. Totally fine with me if he wants to go to the second tier. Or go to the Eredivisie instead. So I shall quickly do this as quick as I can. And we do see a couple of loan offers for Abdelwahab Ibrahim as well, who's our third choice Egyptian goalkeeper. He's got the exciting prospect tag and he needs the minutes as well. So there's no point in keeping him there. We're getting a lot of loan offers from Dutch clubs, which I really, really like. FC20 want to take him. I like that move a lot. Or if he wants to go to the second tier and replace the man Gutierrez, who we just brought in, and stay locally in Andalusia and join Granada, I'm totally fine with either. I like both of those offers there. And there we go. Our two young Algerian talents have both been loaned out. Mahmoud Ahmed is off to Wolves for 2 years to join up with Gary O'Neill at Molineux. I like that loan deal a lot. And also Said has chosen Real Betis, so we'll keep a close eye on him there. I'm big on this kid, man. I think he's got some serious talent and has that potential to be special as well. So we'll keep an eye on him there in Seville. There is a transfer offer for our young goalkeeper as well. KRC don't want to take him permanently, but again, totally fine loaning him to the Belgian side, but certainly not going to sell. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to sell anyone, to be honest. I really don't. Like, I mean, if we were going to sell someone, who would it be? Let's be honest. I'm going to sell anyone from the first team. Maybe Muhayyid, maybe Pozo, maybe Guedes. But really, I think this new season is just going to be all about signings. No sales, just signings, just vibes. Is Gil being picked up yet? He was available on he's gone to Leipzig. He was available on a free. I should have snapped him whilst I had a chance. There is a bid for Miranda. This is a really interesting one as well. Now it's from Dortmund. Dortmund, as we know, have a great, rich history of signing young players and developing them turning them into world superstars. I mean, look at how good Bellingham and Haaland are looking right now. Man City and Real Madrid, just to name two. I wouldn't be against this, to be honest, here for the realism. But I really like him as our third choice centre-half. I did say I might look for a new one, but sorry, Dortmund, you're going to have to look for someone else to turn into a world star. World star. Because I really like this kid. I'm big on him. Only 19 years old and a ton of potential as well. So there we go. Al-Harbi is the next man to leave on loan. Who did he choose in the end then? Chose Girona. Wow, how about that to stay in Spain and go to the second tier? That's really surprised me because I genuinely thought he was going to go to Ajax, and instead of playing for the Dutch champions and playing Champions League football, he's off to the second tier. Maybe he'll get more game time now. I mean, he probably will, but even so, an interesting one. But as for the World Cup final, by the way, that's just about to be played. It's the Netherlands versus Argentina, and we shall see who won it together. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. It's Argentina winning back-to-back. Oh, man. Oh man, not again. Argentina back-to-back champions, the Netherlands coming up short in the final. As I'll quickly show you the full groups here and who did what then. And Spain in the end did get to the quarterfinals and to the semis as well, only to be knocked out by Argentina. And wow, look at that, an African side reaching the final four for the second World Cup in a row. You'd love to see it. Ghana, the Black Stars, going all the way to the final four. But it was indeed Argentina winning back-to-back World Cups. And there we go, as we see our final youngster leave on loan. That is Abdelwahab Ibrahim. He's off to FC Twente in the Netherlands. I love how many Dutch clubs have put loan bids in for our players there, but he's got the exciting prospect tag. He needs to play and he'll get the game time there, so yeah, totally fine with that loan deal. It's brilliant, man. The amount of youngsters we've got out on loan right now is crazy, but I really like it. I really, really like it. We're a talent factory. As Oriana has grown 9 ratings since that loan deal went through. We're a talent factory, but in order for these guys to grow, they need the game time. They're not going to get it here. Now we're a Champions League club, but they will do currently out on loan right now. This This is crazy. Look at the amount of players we've got out on loan. This is unbelievable. But again, it's why you should be selective when you're doing youth scouting, man, because you know you're going to pick up some gems. You don't have to settle for mediocre players. Listen to TI, man. No mediocre. No mediocre. So what's our budget now? Just shy of 60 mil. I probably will make one more signing, but I think we might need to sell a squad player to bring in a starter. Another loan offer for one of my young strikers, Marciano. But again, it's a no. If I'm gonna let him go, it's gonna be permanently. Yeah, I think I would need to sell like one or two squad players in order to bring in a new starter, if you will. Milovanovic has actually grown quite nicely as a young striker. The Serbian out to 75 overall. I don't know how much better he's going to get. I wouldn't be against selling him with just 2 years left on his deal. And same with Guedes as well. Coming back from Rayo Vallecano, he's in his early to mid-20s. He's still getting slightly better, but let's be honest here. He's going to get a game behind Vega, Timber, Lopi, Gregera, Lozano. Probably not. So I might sell him as well. And then that might give us enough to go after. I've got a Tiger on my shortlist I want, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll wait for an offer to come in naturally, and then I'll sell afterwards. Oh, massive bid coming in here as well from Barca. The champions, £57.5 million bid for Sergio Camelo. And, you know, he said he wanted more game time. We gave it to him last season and he excelled. To be honest, there's only really 3 clubs I'd sell him to. Barca, Real, or back to Atletico. Although then again, Atletico missed out on the top 4 last year. Barca are the champions. It'd be hard to turn it down. But I'm going to. I don't need to. I don't need to sell him, so I'm not going to. What I am going to say to Sergio is this. I know last season you were mainly a starter, but occasionally you didn't start. Deulofeu is now 32. He's showing signs of decline. I'm going to guarantee you a starting role this year. In order to stay here and not join Barcelona, I'm going to guarantee you a starting role as a CAM. Vega will drop to CM alongside Timber. Lopi will drop to the bench. And at some point, we'll probably look to start Ramazani over Deulofeu. So Camelo, guaranteed this year, will be a starter in that CAM role. And I'm going to retrain him there as well. I said that's what I plan to do with him. And that's exactly what we shall. So let's quickly convert him now from striker to CAM. And that means he'll guarantee to be a starter in this Almeria side. So I'm going to try and sell Guedes and possibly Muhaid as well. Because Kaiki's now only 2 ratings lower. I'm so annoyed at that. I genuinely thought he was like an amazing CB. I totally overestimated his potential. But we'll try and sell, oh wow, massive bid for last year's assist title winner Bakayoko from Milan. But again, we're going to say, no, we're not in the business of selling our best players, man. We're not a selling club. Absolutely not. We're looking to bring in stars and not sell them. As Deportivo Alaves want to take Bamba, but I like him for the squad. Yeah, I still think we need to sell 1 or 2 squad players to bring in a starter. And it seems as though Guedes is going to go to Club Brugge. 7.2 mil. I think I'll get 7.5 to 8 mil personally. He's a good young player, to be fair. 75 overall, only 24 years old. Let's go 8 mil from the Belgian side and see what they say. Yeah, we'll take that. 8 mil for Guedes. And as that deal is confirmed, he's off to Belgium. We'll take the £8 million for the Portuguese midfielder. Just too far down the peck in order to start in this team, so might as well cash in and get all we can. We see Leeds want to bring Centelles to Ellen Road. I don't mind that, to be fair. I mean, they signed Junior Firpo as a young left back recently, as a young Spanish talent. But like I said, we don't need to sell it. Like with Pozo, he's a backup here, but we don't need to sell. So I like him as a backup for Martinez, not Martinez, sorry, for Gutierrez. So yeah, Centelles will stay, and we shall keep him as a backup. So what is our budget on the back of that side of Guedes then? 65 mil. That is enough for me to get my target in, but I don't need to just yet. And if I was to sign, we'd be overloaded in that position as well. So for now, we'll continue until the first game of the season, and then look to maybe bring him in afterwards. As Newcastle put in the biggest bid, I believe, of the save for Gabri Vega. £134.7 million, as Eddie Howe wants to splash that cash. But of course, we're saying no, only 1 year here since coming back from Saudi Arabia. He is our star CM, and we are not letting him go. Right, let's play the first game of the season, and it is indeed at home to Cadiz to try and get off to a winning start. And last year I said these are the sort of games that stopped us winning the title. We had a 2-2 draw at home to Cadiz towards the end of the season, and that's one of the reasons reasons why we finished runners-up to Barca on the head-to-head. This year, if we're going to be champions, we got to win these bankers, starting with a win on match day 1 at home to Cadiz in Andalusia. Vamos, Almeria. And actually, sorry, I got this wrong. It wasn't Cadiz we had the 2-2 draw with here in Andalusia last season. It was Las Palmas. But the point still stands. Like, you have to win your home games. You have to win your bankers if you want to win the title. Including this one here. What a ball. What a start. Bakayoko opens the scoring and right from kickoff. Almeria in front. And this is why we turned down that bid from Milan last year, winning the assist title. Hopefully get more goals from him this season. But he's an integral piece to our front four, being that left footer on the right. 1-0 Almeria. Perfect start right from kickoff. Got to win your home games, man. Got to win your home games. I would absolutely love to get a goal for Darwin Nunez on his debut as well. That is something I'm definitely targeting, but not at the expense of 3 points, of course. As the visitors, have a great chance here and have scored as well. Callum Owendo bends one in top bins, and well, already 12 minutes into the season we conceded a goal. That is not a good start. Back to square one, back on level terms. Plenty of the game to go to find some more goals and win it, but a slip up on match day 1, that is not going to cut it if we want to be La Liga champions this year. There's Camelo. Oh, he's denied by a good stop by Ledesma. Still 1-1. Excellent start here in Andalusia, though, to kick the campaign off. Can we restore that lead? Bakayoko's delivery is a good one. Headed away. And Nunez and Camelo. Tackled and cleared. No. That's ours all day. It's working inside. There we go. Vega to Bakayoko. And I see you, Darwin. Go right. Great ball. Holds it up well. Bakayoko. Bang! Brace for Bakayoko on the opening day. Darwin gets a debut assist. Almeria back in front. Callum Owendo. Back to Dudera. That's a lovely ball through. And that's a great ball through as well. And I don't believe it. Danny Loader, Luton fan favourite, has just put Cadiz back on level terms. You have to win your bankers to win a championship. Twice we've surrendered a lead at home to a mid-table side. That's not going to cut it. You think Barcelona do that? You think Real Madrid do that? Absolutely not. Got to get back in front. Come on. Can't slip up on match day 1. It's clearly not been offense. Has been our problem in this game. Is Nunez! Welcome back to Almeria! Senor Nunez! Darwin on his debut with an assist and possibly the game winner. As Almeria looks set to win a 5-goal for the defence, we've been awful, but it's Nunez to the rescue late on. Club record transfer at £80 million, most expensive contract in club history on £100,000 a week. But you get what you pay for, and what we've got is a new number 9 who is back at Almeria and already making his mark with an assist and a game winner in a 3-2 opening day victory against Las Palmas, and a perfect return for Darwin and a perfect start for Almeria. But that will do it for the season opener of the La Liga career, guys. So big thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you have enjoyed today's chaotic season opener, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you for the next episode where we've got a big clash away at the Bernabeu in our first away day of the season. We'll wrap up the summer window with over 60 mil in the budget and still more signings to come, I'm sure. And of course, we'll have the draw for the Champions League group stage as well. So another big episode coming. Don't miss that later today. Have a fantastic day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode of the La Liga career mode very soon.